Hi fellas, welcome to my channel. This is Amir, and in this video I am gonna talk about Laravel permissions. If you are interested in Laravel development or generally web development, be sure to hit that subscribe button right now. There will be a lot of good contents and tutorials in my channel, and I'm going to start an e-commerce development course in my channel, so make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and get ready for learning great stuff. In any web project, you need to take care of your permissions and authorizations. What routes and features of your system is accessible for user and what features he or she can see. There is a lot of ways to do this in Laravel. I am using this approach for years now. This is an easy and flexible method. It has almost zero effect on your ongoing development and your codes. Like, you solve all of your permissions and authorization concerns and just forget about it and continue on your development. I used and am using this approach in many production level projects. So I decided to share my experience in a Medium article, which gains a lot of interest. If you go through this article, I explained everything from database structure to code logic in a comprehensive way, and you can read through it. But if you are a developer and familiar with codes, you can find out the source code for this project in my GitHub. I developed a Laravel package for this project to enhance my codes and also continue on working on this package as an independent project. So you can see the whole source code of this project in my GitHub profile, or use this package in your project via Composer. This way it's easier to use, and also you can extend or override some of the classes to your own usage. I created a Laravel example project just to show you how to use this package in your projects. This is a simple one, just have two routes, one to get a product list and one to get product details. This is just a simple basic functions. There is no logic here, but as I mentioned before, this package has zero effects in your codes and your development, so you can easily integrate this package in structure in your projects. So let's have a deep look in using Laravel permission package in your web projects. At first, we are going to run composer require amir/laravel permission. This composer command installs Laravel permission package in your project. Now that we have done, we just need to do a PHP artisan migrate. After running PHP artisan migrate, you are all set. Now let's see the structure of this example project. There is a simple product controller where you can see two basic functions, index and show, which just return a text. Of course, this is pretty bad looking, but as I said, there is no logic here. We just want to test the authorization. So I added two routes in API to get product list and a sample product, and also same routes in the web. So I will show you how to use this Laravel permission package in both API side and website. I have a Postman collection to get the product detail for the sample product that we have and product list. As you can see, there is no protection for these routes. So let's dig in and see how we could use Laravel permission package to add authorization for these two routes. Every Laravel project has a user model. You need to add has roles trait to this user model. Has roles is a trait in this Laravel permission package that add role attribute to the user. To check this package in API side, I added Laravel passport to use it for login and for authentication via API. So I have a login route as well and a login controller, but you don't need to bother with this. You can have your own login method. So I am adding my login route here as well. And now let's log in and test out this route with a logged in user. If I log in with my email and password, I will get a token, and I created an environment in Postman, so you just could set it for token. Let's see what we will get if I enable authorization for this API endpoint. All is same because, as I said, there is no protection for this route now. Okay, so let's make this Laravel permission package to have an effect in our routes. For that, we need to create a root group. As you know, the first parameter is the attribute, and the second one is a closure, which will keep a list of our routes. Okay, so let's put this route in this group. There is nothing special about this group yet, and also everything is same in Postman. There is two parameters that we need to set. First one is the middleware. The middleware that this package uses is auth.role. After setting this middleware, let's see what will be changed in our response. At first, let's try it without authorization as a user that is not logged in. So auth.role middleware will check if the user is logged in or not. As you can see, there is an unauthenticated exception thrown out and the message is user is not logged in. Keep that in mind that you can easily extend these exceptions and change the message as you want. If I check this route as a logged in user, let's see what will happen. An unauthorized exception thrown out with the message user don't have permission. You can easily extend this exception and the message. Now we need to add the second attribute here to indicate which roles could access to this route. You can set an array of roles that could access to this route. I'm gonna say admin role has access to this. You don't need to define these roles before. You can just type in any roles that you have in your mind, like customer, any roles that you have in your mind, you can just add right from here. So again, we will try to access this route and we will get an authorized exception. So how we can give permissions to a user? Let's take a look to our database structure. When you run PHP Artisan migrate after installing this package, there will be some changes to your database. There is some table created like roles and permissions, and the permission role table that keeps the relations between permissions and roles. Also, there is a new column added to your users table, which is this role ID. These tables are filled with data from your routes. So roles created via checking out these attributes, and of course there will be no duplicate roles, and permissions table is filled with your routes, action and names if there is any name like this. So now to generate permissions, you need to run PHP Artisan permissions generate. And all permissions are filled, also roles. These IDs because of my many tests before recording this video. Of course, there is something else you need to do, and that is assigning a role to any user. This user have no roles yet. I am assigning ID 5, which is for admin role. Yeah, but of course, for that you don't need to go to your database and assign role anytime there is a new user. For that, you can create admin panel, a UI that you can have a select of this roles table for each user in their edit form, and easily assign a role from your own UI for any user. Okay, now let's try it out again and see if finally we could see this products list via our logged in user. Okay, the authorization is enabled, so I am a logged in user, and voila, we see the result. Let's try with this another API endpoint here. There is no protection for it. Let's try and give access for this route only for customers. For that, we create another group with attributes and that closure saying, we put it here. It looks better this way. And adding our middleware. And also role attribute, which is just, admin. Okay, after setting these two attributes, there is an important step before everything is set and protected. And that is running permission generate again. So all the changes here will be added to our database. Let's try it. And voila. To wrap it up, there is two attributes in each root group. One is the auth.role middleware and the second is roles, and just putting your regular routes inside these groups. After that, you just need to run php artisan permissions generate and everything is set. Okay, now for expert level followers of mine and Laravel developers that are looking in this video, let's dig a bit more deeper in this package, authorization logic, how everything happens in this package. So you can easily extend classes of this package for your own usage, or even better, contribute on development of this package. Now that you know about the database side, let's talk about the code. There is a auth roles middleware in this package that everything happens in that. At first, it checks for the whole guard of your system. Then check that which guard you use to log in with. If it finds out that you are not a logged in user, it throws an unauthenticated exception. After that, it gets the action and name of the request route. Then it gets the role ID for the logged in user. There is a simple query here that tries to find out a permission from permissions list by the name or action that is assigned to the given role ID. If there is no permission for the given role ID for the requested route, it throws out an unauthorized exception. You can extend or change both of these exceptions. These exceptions are simply through a 403 and 401 status code, and you can easily extend or change them. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button right now. I'm going to start an e-commerce development course in Laravel, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't lose next videos. I'll appreciate if you get a minute to check my intro video for e-commerce development course in Laravel and leave me a comment if you have any suggestion about that. Let me know if you have any question in the comments. There is a link below where you can ask me for contents and I will do a video tutorial for any subject you suggest. Okay everyone, let's keep in touch in the comment section below and see you in the next video.